Okay, so you want to buy your first home. Congrats. Or maybe you're just watching a video on a guy telling you how to buy your first home. Either way, you are one step closer to buying your first home, and congratulations. First of all, like before anything, before you even look at the homes, you overall just need to like establish to any loan lender, unless you're buying in cash, which if you are buying cash, great for you, but most of us probably aren't buying in cash. But yeah, you basically need to establish that you are a responsible home buyer. And yeah, that pretty much means here, I have a list of things y'all need to sort out. And by the way, this is just the safest, most like normal way of buying. So first, credit score. Do you have a good credit score? Ideally, most of these home lenders are looking for you to have a credit score over 700. And if you have it 800 and above, like that's great. But yeah, 700, 750, ideal credit score. And then next, everyone knows what a credit score is, but not as many people know what credit history is. So let's just say you have a good credit score. There's like ways that you can just improve your credit score in a really short amount of time. A lot of the times, these home lenders, and if you're buying a car too, this applies the same thing. They like to look at your credit history. They want to see like, okay, has he been making payments on time for a long amount of time, you know? Or make sure if you haven't been making payments on time that you start doing that now, and that any old debts that need to be paid off are paid off. So also they're going to look at your debt to income ratio. So that pretty much means like how much income is coming in compared to the amount of debt you have. So debt can be like student loans, car payments, just stuff. Also, they're going to look at your employment income reliability. So like, do you have a good job? Or do you have stable income coming in? How long have you been having it for? And the ultimate goal is just look boring to the lender. Boring in a sense like you want to look like on paper, like everything checks out. They don't need to like look extra at anything. But yeah, and overall just pay off as many debts as you can, even if you have like an old like something stupid that you did in the past that's like still eating at your credit score. Try and get that resolved before you look at getting a home. Let me just describe to y'all an ideal scenario just so you have like a picture painted in your head exactly of like what you should have, or this is just the ideal situation. So first, overall credit score of over 700 and 2+ years of continuous work history. So just steady income coming in, low DTI, debt to income ratio, ideally below 36% on the debt that you have. Also healthy like savings, just so you have money for the down payment ready. And then next, I guess this does kind of step into part one, but this is like step one, kind of part two. Kind of need to decide your budget. So for example, if you make 100K a year, assuming you have good like good income for the past few years, you should be spending no more than 28%. Okay, bro. The camera cut off, but we're going. I forgot exactly where I left off. But basically, let's just say you make 100K a year, 8,300 a month. Take if you want to be safe, do 28% of that house in general. So that's including mortgage, housing insurance, property tax, HOA, all that stuff. If you have a HOA, that should include that 28% if you want to be safe. Yeah, now that we've established part one, now let's go to part two. That is getting yourself pre-approved and lender negotiations. So yeah, I would recommend going to like around 2 or 3 different lenders. They could be private lenders or from the bank. Like if I were you, I would just see what your options are in your area. I would see which lender has the best deal and go with that. Yeah, after you get pre-approved, congrats, you're pre-approved, right? You still have a few more things to figure out. Another thing is when you're buying the house, you got to figure out which type of loan you want to take. Now, this is a topic for a whole different video. I'll name off a few different type of loans just so you have an idea, but I'm not really going to go too in depth with what they are, but I will explain that in a future video. So there's a FHA loan, a VA loan, a USDA loan, and yeah, there's other options. Those are just like the main like few, but talk to your lender about it. Talk to any financial people you know. Try and get the best loan that suits for you. Part three, make an offer and negotiate with the seller. So first, I'd say have all your stuff ready. Get pre-qualified, which you already just did. So good job. Have your proof of funds ready. Also, have the top price you're willing to pay for the house in your mind written down. And then after you have everything ready and you want to make your offer, fill out the form with your agent. What consists in the form is, here, I'll read it off, is purchase price, earnest money, down payment, contingencies, closing rate, and seller concessions. Purchase price, literally the price of the house, like the final price. Earnest money, I'm pretty sure that's like the money per month. Down payment, that's how much, that's just the down payment. It's pretty self-explanatory. Contingencies are like, let's just say you have an inspection you order an inspection for the house and you find like, I don't know, there's an issue with the roof. A lot of times the seller will pay for that, and you would include that in the contract. Like, yo, you need to pay for this roof. It sucks. So also, closing date. This is the date like you're going to close, and any seller concessions. So yeah, that kind of ties into like, I don't know, any terms. Like, let's just say the roof sucks. I mean, the bathroom like has mold. That's definitely something you'd want to get sorted out. If you'd want the seller to pay for that, you just include that on the contract. But one thing to mention, the sellers usually hesitate when it comes to like cosmetic repairs. I don't know, the wall paint is like super ugly, and you're like, yo, gang, I hate this wall paint. Like, I'm not buying the crib unless you fix the wall paint. They're probably not going to fix the wall paint or like repaint it. So that's just one thing to consider. And then the expiration time for the offer, pretty self-explanatory. You just write like a time like, yo, if you don't meet the offer by this time, it's done. After that, you'd submit the offer. You're probably going to go back and forth between like the seller and yourself. The realtor would be like a middleman. You'll probably do all the negotiating like through the realtor, and the realtor will communicate to the seller or whatever brokerage, however it works. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know if y'all can hear this. It's like dude, there's like a bird out here. He's like trying to interrupt my video. Shut the fuck up, please. Let me finish my video, then you could yap, bro. I'm done. Yeah, step 5. You're gonna want to respond to any lender requests. So I don't know, whatever's in the contract, whatever the realtor is saying. Also, you're going to want to have to buy homeowners insurance. After all that, you're going to want to review the final closing disclosure and confirm everything. And after that, you just bought a home. Congratulations. If there's anything you think I missed, feel free to let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.